How do you feel about what's happening this morning?
How do I feel? They're despicable. That's it. But no, I feel that everybody needs a choice, and God gave us life, and we need to use God-given cures. The body was meant to cure itself, but with those that know how to do it, I think it should be known, which there's been so many doctors that have been debunked for their knowledge and research and for helping people. And anyway, everybody needs to have knowledge. That's why I'm here. I've got to show support, and that's it. And we now have over 11,000 people that have signed the petition, and here to support and stop persecuting, and let's get to cures. He's not the first, and he won't be the last. It's the big boys and the government all being in control for greed. They keep too much from us. They don't tell us the truth, which that's all over the news daily.
There's way too much coziness in the pharmaceutical industry and the FDA and all of the organizations that are supposed to protect us. There's too much revolving door between, pharmaceutical employees and the FDA, even our medical boards. There's been many other hearings that he's been, all these charges have been brought, and he's won them all. They just keep harassing him, time after time. I think to wear him down, to send him to the poorhouse, just, like they do many other doctors, alternative doctors. Absolutely not. And it's the people. We really have to stand up to them. They will keep doing it. They're in the pockets of the people who are paying them, big pharma, big medical, actually even. So, unless the people speak up. So I hope other people will get informed and join us. Yes, I think it's been a couple decades that they brought charges against him, and every time when it all comes out in court, he's won. So, but they don't give up. This is just one of many hearings.
Right now.
I'm going up to the hearing for Dr. Burzynski, in which the state is trying to take his license away to practice medicine in Texas because they don't like the type of medicine he practices, and I think people should have a choice to do what they want with their bodies.
And why do you feel like you need to be here today?
Because Dr. Burzynski saved my life. It's as simple as that. And I had a choice to go to him, and everyone should have a choice to do what they want with their health. He did nothing wrong.
So my point is, if the medical board had taken his license away before we went to see him, my wife would be dead right now. So now they're trying to do it again. There's people out there who will die. Take his license back.
Number 4.
Why do you think Dr. Burzynski was willing to do these unorthodox treatments?
Because he believes in them and he thinks that it works. And he
knows that it works.
He's a medical doctor and he has a right to do it, practice medicine.
It was so risky for him to do it, though. What do you think his intention was? Why did he do that for you?
Because he thinks it's right and he thinks it works and he wants to save people's lives.
He has courage.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a courageous thing to do.
That's it.
503-14-1342, Texas Medical Board versus Dr. Stanislaw R. Burzynski.
I don't know if you remember, but I mean, I responded like in 2 months.
Yes, sure,
From
sure.
metastasis
That's
to
right.
just from the breast.
That's right, yes.
Then I had to go on
Yeah.
and other things, but that Dr. Burzynski cured me of stage 4 breast cancer, because that's the truth.
That's right, that's right. You did very well, I remember.
did.
Yes,
I responded very well,
absolutely,
and
yes.
I no longer experience any
Absolutely.
cancer in my body. I still make them do the circulating tumor cell test.
Sure, yes,
They
it's a
don't
good
want to do
idea.
it, but I make them do
It's
it.
a good
It's
idea.
all 0. Every
It's a good
test
idea.
I do is 0.
How is your husband?
He's great. He was here earlier. He
Yes,
just had to
that's
leave.
great.
Oh yeah, he
That's
sings
great.
your praises all the time.
That's great.
He's
Thank
very grateful to you.
I think we have at least something like probably 5 to 10 people who have last name Cohen who did extremely well.
That's
It
great.
must be in the genes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's
That's
lovely.
probably true because it's gene targeted therapy.
One of them told me that I should have this with me for protection.
Oh, the Zohar, of course, very good. My sister carries that.
That's great.
Well, I'm
And
glad
what
you
does it-
listened to it.
And what does it mean for you to have some of the patients show up here today? To
Ah,
show
that's
the
great.
support?
Yes, I really appreciate it. I didn't expect this, but it's great. We really appreciate it. Yes. Okay.
But anyway, I'm so glad, and I cannot even tell you how grateful we are, whatever you're doing, because to come from San Diego, this is, I know, cost money and time, etc. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
why,
you
why does
for
that?
your biggest
Now we are
support.
really getting good results.
That's so sweet. What is that?
Thank you.
Why does
Thank you.
that? Why is that special to you that we would come to do that? For you?
Because we don't know each other, and you feel the same way when we feel, because this is completely misunderstanding whatever is going on. So many years, my husband is surviving, and he's the best and the biggest, scientist. He saved so many people. We have so many survivors. You see next time when you come eventually for our hearing. And those people are living 25 years, even 30 years. The young children, when they came even 8 months old or 2 years old, now they are grown people and they are inviting us for weddings. And we are participating with weddings with them. Can you imagine?
How does that feel?
Oh, listen, this is the biggest joy because this is our extension of our family. Absolutely. And I'm going to be big grandma. This is not worth it. You know why? Because first, they're spending so much money over here. People, they do not understand why those people are fighting with us. My husband saved so many people, and why they are bothering him and prosecuting him. But we'll win. I'm absolutely positive. He will also win Nobel Prize, believe me. He's a great man, and all of these people, our patients, they love him dearly. Yeah.
This is what Ty said. He said, I said to him, you should have seen Mrs. Burzynski's face when she knew that you sent me out from San Diego.
Right.
She was going around asking people, are you with Ty Bollinger and the truth about cancer? And when I pointed to Cass and I said, we're here,
Yeah.
her face lit up and she said that this support means the world to you and your husband.
Right.
I thought that was so special. That made it all worthwhile to me, and I'm sure it will to you too. That was cool. He's like, very
That's
cool.
good.
Thanks for sharing, bro. Very special. So he's really excited.
Yeah,
So,
great. Listen, he came to our clinic a few times, and this last time when he came and he talked about whatever is going on.
must be very emotional for you as a.
Yes, it is, but whatever I see right now, I really like it. At the beginning, I was very upset for Mr. Buxton because he was telling, baloney. He doesn't know my husband. He doesn't know how he sacrificed his life, for years for science, for treating the cancer, and he was talking how bad person he is. This is, really disgusting, don't you think so?
Yeah, what was it like for you to hear him say those words about your husband?
This is completely misunderstanding whatever he's talking. He doesn't know how much time how much money even we sacrifice to develop this everything, and how many lives he saved. This is the biggest joy. Yeah. Sometimes they talking it's enough to save one life. Hundreds of lives he saved. You have to see our clinic and to see story about our clinic. We're doing gathering, like each 5 years, but right now we didn't make it 8 years gathering. We have hundreds of people coming, to our clinic. We are enjoying very much.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We try our best. I think husband, this is like a vocation. Let's go.
Okay.
They're doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's like spending time 500 years ago with Inquisition and trying to convince them that the earth is not center of the universe. Stupid people, okay? But because of their stupidity, thousands of people are going to die because they delay cancer research. So the guys like this, Buxton, they look nice, they're nice this, but they're white-collar criminals, okay? And there'll be a time when they'll be taken to court, okay? Because they slow down cancer research, they work for the big money, okay, to slow it down, to destroy people who are really pioneers, okay? So that's what they do. And they should be exposed, they should be punished, okay?
But even
That's
this
what they
doctor, he is a member of so many clubs, but what he knows, he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Oh, he knows what he's doing very well.
Yeah.
He is paid to do damage, okay? And because of his stupidity, because of his evil, thousands of people are continuing to die from
And
cancer.
his ignorance.
His ignorance, okay?
And
So he looks like a nice guy,
Yeah.
but he's a criminal, okay? That's what it is, okay? Like during Nazi Germany times, you have nicely dressed people who were lawyers, who were higher officials, and finally it was proved that they were criminals because many people died because of
Okay, guys,
restrictions,
let's
okay?
go. We can buy you lunch.
Just obeying the orders,
let's
obeying
go.
the orders.
But I just wanted to congratulate
Thank
you on
you,
your
it's
work.
my
and I wish
pleasure.
you the very best in this hearing.
Thank
So,
you.
what is your opinion about all of this nonsense?
Well, obviously, the FDA is trying to protect Big Pharma's profits,
Yeah.
and they're trying to stop anything that will show the public that
Sure.
the public does not need the Texas.
Because there is a big contrast between what we do and what the big institutions are doing.
Yes.
They're receiving billions of dollars, and in a city like Houston, we are the only one who came up with discovery of origin of anti-cancer medicine, was able to go all the way up to phase 3 trial. Nobody else, okay?
I cannot speak about the Austin or the Texas Medical Board because I'm not
They're
into the
working.
politics here
But
locally.
they're working for big institutions, and their business is to get rid of the people who really are trying to do something on their own without taking tons of government money. They learned this from the communist countries, and that's what communists were trying to do, just to eliminate competition, okay? We can tell that. Because the contrast was very bad, okay? If we are right, and if I will do without any help, and with all of this harassment, if I go and we be able to get approval from FDA of the new anti-cancer drug, tough questions will be answered. Okay, why MD Anderson or the other big institute didn't come up with this, receiving billions of dollars, okay?
That's right.
They don't like it, okay? And such question will be asked because ultimately what we have will be approved because it works, it will benefit people. Whatever they are doing here, it will be exposed. And these people will be taken to justice because of their action. They slow down the progress of cancer research and thousands of people are dying needlessly.
What I'd like to
There'll
see
be some like Nuremberg trial for them in the future. Okay? They look nice, they're clean, they work ties, they look like nice obeying lawyers, but are as good as lawyers who worked for Nazi government before World War II. And finally the justice will get to them, okay? Finally the people will identify them, who they are, why they do such stupid things, why they waste taxpayers' money, why they go after us. If one of these guys who is going to testify here, he is cured from pancreatic cancer because of our treatment. He's 6 years free from cancer, okay? Why they go against us for doing things like this, okay? We should be awarded for that, okay? And the other doctors should be able to do it. If they will get their way, this is going to slow down the progress of cancer research for many years, okay? But they don't get their way because people, the American people will not allow this to happen, okay? They can do it when they are not exposed, but finally they will be exposed and they will need to stop, okay? So that's pretty much what it is.
Well, I just wanted to say that I wrote a book about alternative non-toxic treatments for cancer and a very in-depth chapter about Dr. Burzynski's approach. And in doing so, I interviewed people who had been cured by his anti-neoplastin therapy. And I also referenced and quoted material that had been written by other very esteemed doctors, such as Dr. Julian Whitaker, who examined Dr. Burzynski's approach and found it very effective. Dr. Robert Burdick from Washington State, who was an oncologist, reviewed Dr. Burzynski's work and found it to be much more effective than conventional treatment for brain cancers, certainly. And so it's very important that the public know that there are other approaches. Dr. Burzynski's approach to cancer is totally non-toxic. And so it's totally different from chemotherapy, which causes you to, throw up and lose your hair.
We are inviting you for testimonials January 19 over here, this place, because all our patients, they coming in and talking, they giving testimonials, okay?
They are going after me for something which no one was able to do, single-handedly, without any government support, without any public money. We are able to go all the way up to phase 3 clinical trials, have FDA permission for all of this, did exactly the way FDA want us to do, okay? And they harass me for that, okay?
That's right.
I should be awarded for this, okay? I didn't ask for any government money, I didn't ask for grants, I did it on my own, okay? Using my money, which we earn, spending money for research, developing this, helping people, saving thousands of lives, and I'm taken to court. This is American justice. Forget it, okay? This is the end of democracy, okay? If this is going to succeed, America is finished, okay?
When it comes to treatments for cancer, though, we don't have justice.
No, but the American people should take justice in their hands. Because
the American people need to know that and take
that's what
it
this country means, okay?
Right.
If the guys like this get their way and, for instance, get rid of me and our doctors, because we are saving thousands of people's lives, and we did it on our own. We are true pioneers, okay?
That's right.
We are not asking government money, okay? If they get rid of us, what is the American spirit?
And when the FDA
This is the pioneering spirit. Okay?
When the FDA took you to court,
yes.
they ignored your
But
file
we
cases.
we are now in peace with FDA. We don't have any problem with FDA. Okay, they will go after us because we are bad news for some big hospitals, for big institutions, because they are far away behind us. Okay, so that's why they would like to get rid of us. Okay, so I believe American people should know about it because that's what is going on. It's just travesty of justice. Okay, it should never happen. It should never. I should never be taken to court for whatever I'm doing. Okay.
Dr. Burzynski should be allowed to practice.
Absolutely.
He's curing people with his work. There's many cancer patients, especially.
So, if they will stop me, hundreds of people are going to die. Okay?
That's correct. That's correct.
And nobody, for a number of years, will dare to do whatever we did because everybody will be afraid. Okay.
Oh, you need to get your lunch.
Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you.
1 second.
Right now, to do with your situation, like what should we tell the people?
Well, I believe that this is assault on medical freedom. We are pioneers. We are doing revolutionary research. We are saving thousands of human lives, and many more lives can be saved. If Texas board will get their way, this will send a terrible message to the doctors to researchers, this would slow down the progress in cancer research for many years. I hope they're going to lose, and I hope the medical freedom and the doctors will win, okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping.
You're not just concerned for yourself, are you? Concerned
I am not, because we are right, we are saving human lives. The only concern which I have is that I would like the other doctors to use whatever we pioneered, because this can save numerous lives. In this country, it looks like the attorneys are telling doctors what they should do, and everybody is afraid that he may lose the license because he's doing something innovative. It should change. It's not the right thing to do. And the medical research is being slowed down because of this, okay? So that's the biggest problem. Medical art, which was something very important, is dead in this country. It's been replaced by some artificial type of medicine, by something which is ruled by the monopoly. And I believe that our going through these horrible events like this will change the things. That's what I'm hoping will be the impact in this country on the practice of medicine. Well, we really appreciate what is he doing. He's doing a great job. This should really speed up the progress in medicine and help to defeat cancer. His job is very important because the people really should demand the change, and they will.
But once I was diagnosed, you kind of go into shock. And actually, my husband sort of took over, and he's the one who led me to Burzynski and made the decisions. And you really need an advocate, someone to stand up for you, because it's very difficult to make decisions when you're in that state of mind. Well, he's been my partner. We've been together 45 years. So it's a continuation of our relationship. I remember the last meeting we had with Dr. Burzynski when they told me, "You are clear." And we went out to dinner to celebrate, and I just remember bursting out crying and crying. I couldn't stop crying. So it was an overwhelming feeling, because I had that feeling of when we celebrated knowing it was over.
How would you describe it?
It was ecstatic. We were both ecstatic. We were overwhelmed. We were very overwhelmed. But I do stay on top of it all. I do all the conferences online, you know, Ty Bollinger's work, I follow that. And I go to different conferences that I'm always searching. I take notes and I listen to all the different doctors and I read their books, and you know, I take the bits and pieces from each doctor of what I think might apply to what would help me and benefit me, so that, you know, I keep my body healthy and strong and my immune system up. He's a warrior because he stays in this country. Most people would have left the country. There are people in other countries that are doing very alternative things, even more alternative than him, but he's a warrior. He's standing up for his rights, and he thinks he's right, and I agree that he is, and he's a scientist, and he just keeps knocking his head against the wall for, you know, they keep trying to shut him down, but he keeps fighting for people, mostly a lot of young people, children, brain cancer patients. And it's so sad, you know, I don't think he can work on them right now. They're not letting him. And there are a lot of people he could be saving their lives. He's definitely, you know, dedicated to what he's doing. And he doesn't just do it here. He goes to Japan, he goes to China, he goes all over, but his main office is here, and this is where he wants to be, even though they keep trying to push him out. I was just talking about that with my husband earlier. I'm surprised he doesn't just leave at this point. I mean, they just keep going after him, going after him, going after him over and over again.
Did he save your life?
Yes, he did. He saved my life. I have a lot of gratitude for him for that. He definitely saved my life. So the oncologist told me that if I did nothing, I had about 2 months to live, or I immediately needed to start chemo and radiation, then I'd have an operation, and they might give me another year to year and a half to live. And we decided to go to Dr. Burzynski, who said I had a very good chance. He laid out a program for me, and we went, let's go for it. And we decided to go with Dr. Burzynski, and he saved my life.
How long has it been?
It's been 4.5 years since I've been clear. I think that people should stand up for their rights and their rights to take care of their bodies the way they want to take care of their bodies. If you don't want to do vaccines, you shouldn't have to do vaccines. If you don't want to take certain drugs, you shouldn't have to take certain drugs. We're intelligent beings, and we need to stand up for our rights. And that means supporting people like Dr. Burzynski, Ty Bollinger, Dr. Henderson, all these doctors that do alternative means and are fighting for rights for people to do what they want with their bodies. What I want to say to you is have the strength and the awareness to stand up for yourself and do what you want to do with your life and your body. Surround yourself with people that will support you and stand up for yourself.
I love her. And you have a duty in life. Sometimes it's very obvious, you know, and you just do what you're supposed to do. Don't ask questions, don't judge it. You just do what you're supposed to do, and that's what I did. She's given 60 days unless she took really intense chemo and radiation, and then she had between a year and 2 years. That's what the oncologist, the standard oncologist said. I said, well, you know, if he's right, but we're not going to stop here and just take that and, you know, just say, oh, well, okay, well, she'll just die. I mean, that was not an option. Now, if we went everywhere we could go and tried everything we could try, and that ended up being what it was, then that's what it was. It's karma, destiny. You know, you just have to accept it sometimes. But you don't accept that until you're absolutely sure there's nowhere else to go. I was very upset that when she got to 60 days, I knew that statement from a pretty well-respected oncologist was upsetting. I know that Dr. Burzynski's way of treating her cured her of something that was supposed to kill her. So if they take his license away from him, they're killing people. They're preventing people from saving their lives. It's just horrible. Well, I can tell you from the way I see this right now, is that I know that people will die that don't have to die if they take his license away from him. The people who take his license away from him are committing murder. Without him, there will be people who die that wouldn't have died if he had a license. Some of these people who are after this, like these people work at the medical board, they think I deal with them. I represent doctors in front of them who they're trying to discipline. And most of the time they think that they're doing something good. They think they're protecting the public from someone who's a quack. And the problem is that their education background is so narrow that there is no room in their mind for something beyond their understanding. And they can't even see the possibility that Dr. Burzynski may be onto something. They just can't get it. And unless there's, $100 million studies. You have to stand up for these people who are brave enough to do what they think is right. We all have to, no matter, even not just doctors, everywhere in this world, when there's people who are doing what you think is right and they're being attacked for doing it, then everybody has an obligation to stand up, support them, and do whatever they can to help. Because, like I said, if you know Dr. Burzynski, someone's going to die just for that reason. So anybody who helps him keep his license is saving lives. Those people, including Ty, are saving people's lives themselves. They do love my wife. And I would have been without that love, and that would have been bad. That's why I fought so hard.